one of the best and biggest joys of the holiday season is, of course, cooking and baking and really just getting those smells of the season in your kitchen. And here in our kitchen this morning, I have Monika. And Monika, you are a professional pastry chef, cook. What do we call you?
They call me a baking and pastry artist.
Baking and pastry artist, because I have zero of those skills. So this morning, you are going to be sharing what with us?
A fresh gingerbread cake.
Fresh gingerbread cake. So what exactly does that mean? What does that entail?
Well, it uses peeled and grated fresh ginger instead of powdered ginger, so you get this real nice fresh flavor.
Yum. Okay, and you've actually brought that with you this morning, and you can see that here. So you did this ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so where would somebody get fresh ginger? You can just find it in the grocery store?
In the produce section, in the refrigerated section, they sell whole ginger.
Okay. And so you're just at home just grating that.
Yeah, you peel it, and then like the smallest grate on your grater, you just grate it really, really fine, and then sometimes I take a knife and chop it up.
Okay.
If you get chunks.
So a main ingredient of this cake. Now, of course, we'll post the recipe on our website coming up a little bit later, but okay, let's get started. So how do we begin here?
So I have my dry ingredients first. We're going to want to whisk them together and set it aside. So this is 2.5 cups of flour.
Okay.
And then this is cloves, cinnamon, and salt.
Yum.
So you just put that in, and then just give it a nice whisk.
And we were talking about how you like to keep your ingredients in these mason jars, and that it's just really convenient because they have the measurements right on the side. So for someone like me who is terrified of cooking, it makes it a little easier.
It does. Yeah, so we're just going to set the dry ingredients aside, and then we'll go ahead and mix the wet. So I have 1 cup of organic sugar.
Yum.
This is grape seed oil. I prefer grape seed. You can, use whatever you have in the kitchen, but grape seed is usually, non-GMO and really good.
So it's good for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And then does it cook pretty similarly to olive oil too?
I wouldn't suggest olive oil because it has such a bold flavor.
Okay.
But canola oil, vegetable oil, sunflower oil, any kind of oil like that.
Okay.
So we're going to whisk the sugar and oil.
Now, how important is it to actually keep like the wet and dry ingredients separate? Like when I'm cooking, I just throw it all in there all at the same time. Is that terrible?
I think that's the difference between a professional and a home cook is you understand method and how important it is.
I think there could be a few other things too. Okay, so you've got the wet ingredients. So what is this?
So this is molasses. This is what gives that nice, rich flavor known to gingerbread.
Yum.
So this is a cup of sugar, cup of oil, and a cup of molasses. So it's kind of an easy recipe to remember.
I like easy. This is good. This is making me feel better. Mm-hmm.
So then you whisk that up.
Right.
And it gets nice and gooey.
Oh, that's beautiful. There's this really rich kind of dark color. Can we kind of tip this and just show everybody? You see that what's happening in there? That looks really nice and delicious, gingerbready kind of color.
Yeah,
already.
for sure.
Okay,
It's
I'll let you keep
definitely
stirring. Okay, so and then with the stirring with the whisk, like you don't necessarily need to have anything that's motorized. You can just do it by hand.
Well, that's why this recipe is good for home cooks in general because you don't necessarily need a KitchenAid mixer.
Okay.
You can do it by hand.
Okay.
So now, this is the interesting part about this cake. I have a couple teaspoons of baking soda in here, and then this is boiling water. And this is what gives the cake a nice rise.
Oh, okay.
So you dissolve the baking soda into boiling water. And then
I don't think I have. I can honestly say I've never done anything like that while baking anything before.
So we're going to whisk in the fresh grated ginger here.
So this is really kind of starting to thicken up, even though these are wet ingredients. It looks like it has a really good consistency to it. Okay.
And then we're going to pour in
our secret ingredient, the baking soda water. Okay.
And then make sure it's all nice and mixed.
All right. And so, this is good. You can also tell that you have very nice technique when you're whisking. Where did you develop your techniques in the kitchen?
Oh, started at home when I was a child, but then after high school I went to culinary school and specialized in baking pastry arts. So, and then from then just working different places. So now we're going to add the dry ingredients.
Okay.
So you add it all at once.
Right. And the eggs are still off to the side.
Yeah,
here,
the eggs we add last.
Okay.
So
Also, that's an important thing to note. I would definitely be the one adding all of the things in again at the same time. And so how long does this typically take to make from start to finish? How long would you give someone to prepare it?
You know, I would give you about 10 minutes at the most to weigh out all your ingredients and make sure that, you know, you have it all prepared. It makes the process easier. And then you see, we're basically done with the batter.
Right.
So it only takes like 3 minutes to mix.
Yes, we are basically, we're basically done with that. Yes, we've been doing all of the heavy lifting here.
And so now then at the end here, we whisk in the eggs.
Okay, so this is really starting to thicken up and looking like a proper batter, or something that I would be a little bit more familiar with. Which, let's be honest, we're talking probably like brownie mix out of a box is what I would be familiar with.
It's almost as easy as out of a box. Look at that. We're done.
It is. Okay.
So now we have the cake pan,
Okay.
and I like to prepare it with a piece of parchment at the bottom.
Sure.
Keep it from sticking, and it pops right out.
Okay.
Do you want to pour it in the pan?
I sure do. Oh, I can't believe you're going to let me trust you with this. Okay, so this is just one amazing recipe. Oh, look at that. Look at, I'm not even spilling. This is, I think, Monika, this is my first foray into potentially baking. Okay, so while we have this in the pan, we set the oven for what?
350.
350. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put that in, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we put that in, and then, yay, the magic of television. Look at this. We baked it for how long?
About 30 to 45 minutes.
Oh my gosh, I'm a phenomenal cook. Look at this. Nikki, come on over here and check this out. Okay, so we have this beautiful cake, and now how do we decorate this, Monika? Let's just see.
So we can
So impressed. I know.
pop it
look
out
at
of
what,
the
Look at what I did,
pan.
Nikki. All by myself. Right. Okay.
So yeah, beauty of television. I do have it already pre-sliced.
Of course.
You can slice it into, you know, 1 inch.
Right. Make sure you have the sections.
Yep.
And then this frosting is really special, right?
Yes, it's a cream cheese frosting, and I added fresh ground cinnamon.
Of course
so,
you did. Okay.
It creates more like, you know, it could be a gingerbread cheesecake almost. You know, it's so
Yes,
delicious.
please. Okay,
good job.
so keep on decorating your frosting. I'm just going to bring out the last finishing touches here while you do that and just show everybody your skills and what is potentially available to decorate
one
this.
of those.
Yes, aren't those look just gorgeous? Okay, so Monika, this is something that's easy enough for even someone like me to create, and it smells fantastic, by the way. So fresh ginger is going to be that main ingredient. And then
Yes.
any other quick tips to make sure that this is successful?
You know, just a lot of love.
A lot of love. I like that. A lot of love right here in the TV8 kitchen. So thank you all for joining us this morning. We're going to keep going, Monika. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, this is so interesting. And we're going to be tossing over to Ty in Vail. He's going to tell us what's going to be happening on the show for tomorrow while we continue to decorate this incredibly beautiful fresh ginger cake. Compliments of Monika.